October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Right in Kolov. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Huh? Maya! Oh, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. All I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow... What is the last day we have? Initial trial? What's that? There's a new court system that they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. It's so many cases in the system, they decided to speed up the whole process up. So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. It's only been 2 or 3 years since they started that. That's insane. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the little samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah! But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh. Which means the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where the trailer is. What? Yeah, you missed a lot. Was Maya always this excitable? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? Can't see what's going on here while Mia's here. Oh, no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP? WP powers. October 19th, Detention Center, Visitors Room. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes. Though there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why's that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manella? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. So funny that his name is freaking Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high, and that's all. All that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Hammer. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh. Yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up on being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago. Have you seen this, Mr. Powers? What's that? Never seen these Steel Samurais in my life. There are Steel Samurais that appear in live shows. A fanboy collected these pictures himself. Seeing things like this really makes me think. I mean, so much these days, you know? Quiet, Lucy. No. Guard monitors the visitors room. He's frozen in all of Will Powers. Smile for the camera. Let's go. Gosh! So rude. I am playing a video game. Why is my hairband on the ground next to you? Play with that. Okay. October 19th, Global Studios, main gate. Glasses are driving me freaking crazy because now they don't fit me right. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think our guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Woo! She's alive. I love this woman. Oh god, it's so good to get back to these games. I used to play I binge played these games when I played these games. Can't hear who at all. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. She always gets her way. Bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. How about Director Manella? Can I ask you about Sal Manella, the director? Sal? He's soft to push over. He does whatever Vasquez tells him to do. Treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? Doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Mia. Mr. Hammer? About Mr. Hammer. Ah! I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You dragged his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal. A thief! I won't forgive this. Uh-oh, she's really peeved this time. You listen to me, Whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Computer that runs security cameras, huh? It looks for the day. Security guard station, Miss Old Bag, like a junk food, blah blah blah. I can see. Overhead map of the studios, right from here is yep. Main entrance to studios. They probably have a police officer on patrol out there. Like a studio van, they probably use it to carry around film equipment. Hello, train. Let's go to this area. October 19th, the Global Studios employee area. Guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. Trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. Where you found the bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Yeah! No, no touching! Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten ya. Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack.
I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Magic? Indeed. Um, anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on the table. Wait, are you looking for the sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof.
Wait. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills? How?
For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to the sleeping pills, see? There's traces, it'll change color.
Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for?
Now, everything is in due time, pal. All testing solutions on the plate changed, alright? The color, alright? See, the food on the plate is been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it.
Investigation. How goes your investigation?
Tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pressure the case we already have against Powers. Some people think we should switch suspects.
What do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though.
How is Edgeworth doing, anyway?
Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup. Hot coffee in it. Oh. Talk about burns, pal.
Wow, the fury of Edgeworth.
Yeah, crushing paper cups. Bottles.
Say, whatever happened to with that empty bottle?
Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills. Well, I got some good news for you about that. Found the victim Jack Hammond's prints on the bottle.
So that means...
Yep, sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim.
I was right. Sleeping pill bottle added to the court record. Oh, that room was probably too dark to clean up. Bonos. Electric powered bicycles. I don't know about these. And point. Makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? Backdrop stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo castle. Great. Still lying here. Seeing wisdom and they just kick it off again. Or assistant. Must be storage room. Film equipment. They're not even gonna. Dressing roll. Powers. Seeing if they say anything new. Hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? WP's innocent! Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done, but... This week is the last episode of Steel Samurai. What? No! Mr. Hammer... I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He sold the Steel Samurai costume, too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true, then. The rumor? Yeah. Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything, she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during the filming. After that, they were never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set there the way it was too. Film set? That trailer part of the film set then? Last episode. What do you mean the last Still Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. Oh no! Also, I hear Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what the Global Studios decided. Studio policy, why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? Studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids that will love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. I'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something! Yeah. Evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. And this is a fan collection of all these photographs. Kid loves the Steel Samurai. The show couldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? For starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what is it that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about the accident 5 years ago. Okay. 5 years. Can you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid of what would happen to his career if word got out. Hey. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks. We'll try asking her. We'll talk. What? You're still thinking around? If you like this place so... I forgot. That's better. If you like this place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer. Starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. 5 years. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Ugh! Who told? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nicholas. Nicholas? Nick. Any Nicholas? The assistant talk to us? Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. Right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammond. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone who's past like that, and the recently discarded, no less. I suppose you think this is fun. No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume? You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that the Hammer stole Powers' costume? Don't have the pic, so I guess it's
Sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole the costume because of the sleeping pot pills. Here's my proof. What? What's this little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills. The Hammer's print on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's the proof? Turnabout ate a T-bone steak for lunch, right? Well, yes, so? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder all on that plate. Ah! I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Soul back? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Mrs. Oldbag? You're right. 5 years ago, there was an incident. A fatal accident. What's worse, paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. Guess who made it all better? Vasquez. His ties to the mafia. Silenced the paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. See? But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. It's Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Or Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph? Wait a second. This is... Picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with the bad guy at the top of the stairs there. He pushed the other actor, and the man fell onto the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it now. I understand. That's... October 19th, Studio 1 entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Their Hammer put on the steel samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him. Like the director? Or the producer? October 19th, Studio 2 entrance. Hey, Nick. Miss Vasquez. Hello? 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 Hey, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Eh? Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have this. Cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My Fey blood speaks to me. I knew it. I knew it. Oh dear. Ella. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manella. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer by yourselves. No, not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well... Oldbag. Means security lady. Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway. Miss Vasquez. You hid that incident from the press, didn't you? You used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? Oh, huh? Gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick! Come inside the trailer!
Flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Yep. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh. I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me. What was this all about? You keep saying an accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That's what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years on a mere accident? I ran him hard, believe you me. But security said it was, a lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. But that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me, now. What? It's value evidence. Boys? Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? Trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why did you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt now. If he Vasquez care about it at all. I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about it where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No!
Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez. You're coming down the precinct with me. Now.
Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it.
Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing.
Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. I was really scared.
Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job.
Detective Gumshoe?
Sorry, it's just, I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, got one more job to do today. Sure, we'll run into each other again soon.
Well, Nick, looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. Who's at the bottom? That's awesome.